Behold what cometh from below the earth, the steam, okay? The steam and the heat. This is knowledge coming up. But the white that comes out of this steam, for me, is the purity of the knowledge before new knowledge comes in. Eventually, this will freeze into the ice, and we will see the blue ice, which is the dead energy, in which I saw in the Game of Thrones, when the dead dragon came back to blow blue fire. The word for blue numeric value is 40. The orange numeric value is 60, which 4 and 6 will now represent Mars and Saturn. At the same time, when we come to Lo Shu, turning on the 45-degree angle of the sun, that'll bring the greatest diameter into Earth and Uranus. 37 or 73 is 36.5, 365 days. 37 is 18.5, the spirit matrix. Either 1 and 8 equals 9 and 5, E-I-E-I-O on the farm, Einstein, and the mental inside of us because of what the Germans say and how the Germans speak and how the Germans put the numbers together. 9 and 5 equals 14, 9 times 5 equals 45, 14 and 45 equals to 59, and the letters E-I-E-I-O. 45 minus 14 equals 13. 13 will recreate artificial intelligence. It'll create the half-world of Father. At the same time, it'll create the word saying McDonald's and AC/DC, the dark connect to the dead world because of the Games of Thrones that have come into us, okay? That I have seen. Blue, dead energy, the D energy, and remember, blue or dark blue is almost like a black. Remember, the blue and purple skies is the link of the sky, the zero, right? In the phone, imagine if I'm on the 4th floor over here, I go up to the 6th floor, look, the steam comes out. Or I go down to the basement and I walk from 01 on the 1st floor in the basement, I go outside the building. The same area space here, area space, occupying of the area space and the life that comes within. Look at the life that sticks. Water, imagine water is sticking. It's not going to the bottom. Too hot, it goes to the top. You freeze it, okay? You freeze it. You freeze the rejuvenation, okay, inside the Arctic. If that Arctic melts, all the purity that was once in the earth, frozen in the sky in the Arctic, once you heat that back up and it goes back into the air, that's our air to go on to the other side. Remember, the star key is on the one side of 0. The pound key is 369, 9 lives of the cat. The star key, okay, is either 5 or any star you want, because star represents all the stars. So the star on the left, I take the star and I put it over the 0. I take the pound key and I put it over the 0. And that will represent, and I take all my numbers and I put it inside the pound key. And I turn each one differently, like on the safe. Okay? And that is your combination inside life. Every single level has a different door. Just like coming over here, and what is this tap doing? It turns around, it doesn't turn square. If I was turning square, what would happen if it was turning square? It looks square, but it's not turning square. I need round for movement. I need round for movement. What happens in square is I'm not taking up. You see that over here? When I turn this squarely, look what happens. It pushes it away, right? If this was on a spring system, right, or on an angle, right, the minute it comes back here, this will start pushing. As I turn this back, this will start pushing into it again. And then all of a sudden, the spring system, and it turns it again, and it pushes out, and there's now separation. This angle, okay, just enough for the passage. And then once we turn it here, it's far away, right? But the spring system pushes it back in. So the gateways and everything is locked. Okay, we are locked into the system. It's frozen in the Arctic. Global warming is here to rejuvenate. Don't think if the Earth is like this and the Arctic melts. If the Earth is like this, right? When the Arctic melts, we see everything flooding. But the minute the Arctic melts, the Earth will do this. All of a sudden, the poles change because the Arctic has melted. Now the pole changes. Imagine if it was locked up and boom. In one night, boom, it goes from here to here, then back to here. And then whoop, the ice is on one side and the pole changes. Back to global warming, from global into global warming, back into freeze land. This is the way I see it. This is the better understanding. You want to see bipolar? This is bipolar. Here I'm high, here I'm low, and I'm going all the way around. I'm on the dial. Bipolarism, understanding the clock, things that turn, understanding what the square, putting together the star key, putting together the pound system, understanding that the pound system shows 9, but the reality of the pound system is more than 9 because you have all the in-betweens. All around in between the numbers is another 4. It's 9 and 4. 9 times 4, 9 plus 4 equals to 49. 9 plus 4, 9 minus 4 equals to 513. 9 plus 4 equals to 13. 1 plus 3 equals to 4. 9 minus 4 equals to 5. The 5 and the 13 is the sun system. Why? Because the 5 ball in pool is orange. The 13 ball is orange. The separation is 8. And that is your black ball connected skies. Since we have that, the red, the yellow, and the orange, the connected skies, that will make the, what does it take to make purple? What does it take to make these colors? I got to think this number over. But let's get into 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. 5 and 4 equals to the sun system. 54. 9 times 5 equals to 54. These are the numeric values that calculate to help me to express these numbers. Now, since we have 9, okay, remember, we can't have everything. On it, hold on. The dice cube shows me, okay, the dice cube shows me that here is 6. And if I take 6 this way, I'm missing 3. But the opposite, right, gives me 7. So of 9, I see 6, 3 missing. This one will show me the 7th one. There's only 2 missing. So you only have 7 out of 9. 7 is your gateway to the 9 birth of the 8 heaven, where 6 exists in the creation of 3. You see the 11 over here? 66. See the 2 ways? H and I inside these 2 cubes. Around, where's my calculator? Do I have a calculator here? No, I do not. I wish I did, but since I do not, remember, I just want to say one more thing. There's 7 months that end in 31. 1 plus 3 is 4, and 3, this is DC. There are 4 months that end at 30. All zeros equal 6, create 9. There are 4 months that end in 9. When we have 7 times 4 equals to the 28 cycle, man, 7 by 3, 21 the cube equals to a total of 49. 7 times 7. There's a song right now that plays. I'm going to see if I can capture it on my YouTube channel over here. Channel, should I put channel? History. I'm going to go to history, and inside my history is this video over here. Now I'm going to try and keep the sound off. Now watch the video. Fuel. Did you see fuel? See the foot, the heel? See the heel and the freezing on it? The heel is stuck into the ground. So wait, he's getting onto his bike. Now, I wish I can show you what shows up in this bike. 1 second. We're going to come to this. Boom. 77. 7 times 7, 49 to Christ. 7 plus 7 is your number 14. 9 and 5, 14. 8 and 6, 14. 77. The dividing of the 2 sides in gematria, the numeric value gematria. Okay, these are just scales. They exist, okay, because if they didn't exist, I wouldn't be able to do it. And if it was me, I can create anything, and because I create it, it exists and it works for whatever I create it for. It doesn't mean if somebody has heard it, you cannot say something is not true, because it's true to its own fact, to its own. This is the music video. It's true to this video. It's what you see and what you take from it. There's more to this video. I'm trying to see. Let me see where else they're going to show me in the video. The gunshot, the fuel, the race, the screeching of the tires. You can see what speed does, right? Speed, you can see the speed. Look what speed does. The speed 140. Now 140 is another thing. 120 and 140. In 120, this is half. And 120 meaning half or 2 to 1. All zeros equal 6. This is your Mayan count. When you get to 140, it's now DNA. It becomes 146 is 11, 9, 9, 11. This is 1/4. This is 1/2. This is 4 to 1. Now what does 4 to 1 do? We can look at this as 4 to 1. You see 8, 8, 8, 8. This will create my Star of David. The top here, the connecting lines here, you see it's inside the house and outside the house. This is an automatic of what the design will do. Okay, see the way the center remains square? See the 45-degree angle on this one? Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. I did not use the 4 over here. If I use the 4 over here, what's going to happen, okay, is I'm going to use 1 block, 2 blocks. If I use the 4 over here, it's not the same thing because the blocks, and when you do this, you see the K that's out here? This is your MK design. If it's up, it shows 1 letter. If it's down, it shows another letter. If it's to the left, it shows 1 letter. If it's to the right. The size of this is 8 plus 2 and 2. This is 12. The design of this is 4, 8, 12, 14, 16, plus the 2 here, plus the 2 here, 18, 20. Now you have to make these things square them off. Although we had 12 here, I would have to go 4 by 4, this would be 16. This would be 12 by 12, 4, 8, 2, 4, 6. I want to go across. This will be 6 by 6, 36. This will be 4 by 4, 16, 16 and 36. These are each design, and I'm not going to finish off what I start to say. Each design says something different. Here we're going to get the swastika, the 45-degree angle. 1379, 2428, 1379. These are all 20s. Why are they 20? Because each one of these is a cube. And each one of these areas is 9. So when you see the face of 9, you have 81 representing Venus. If they were all 20, I'd have 60, 60, 60 all the way around. 6, 6, 6 all the way around. 147, 258, 369. Now we're going to turn this. Right? We turn it. Becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We turn it again. It becomes 1, 2, 3 this way. We turn it again. It becomes 1, 2, 3 this way. We turn it again. It becomes 1, 2, 3 this way. And then we start over all the way over here. So here's the original we start on. Then we go first year original, or let's say this one comes from l'autre monde, the other side of creation. Let's say it comes from the other side of creation. So we take this as the first year, the second year, the third year, and then the leap year again. First, second, third year, leap year. First, second, third year, leap year. So let me see if there's anything else. There was one other thing in here. This is the 4 connect. Here's this 4 is the 4 connect right over here, and there's the single connect, which is a single square. These are some old books. I was looking for the fleur-de-lis, where the fleur-de-lis shows me see obligation design, the 4 in the center over here, obligation design. These are all 4s. I'm trying to 50, 50, 50, 50. Why? Because an L is a wing, and the left wing, the right wing are wings, right? Left wing and right wing. You play defense, left wing and right wing, meaning 50-50. 2 wings, 50-50. And then these are all different kinds of relationships and designs. I can't really exactly explain it to you. We do have this will be just like this. These two will actually be the same. You can see the diamond in the center. You can see the heart coming around, which shows you these 3 dots over here. And in these 3 dots, right, in those 3 dots standing, you can see that the corners are all open. In the deck of cards, you will see this design, see the rectangular height design, see the lock inside the I and the H showing. If we had to show the H this way, right, everything's in between the H, the I separates. This one over here, there's many things. I can create the N inside here in each one of them, and I can create the complete N as depending on how many lines there are. I have N and I have Z, I have H, and I have I, and I'm just going to keep going over. What are the connections in triangles, males and females? I'm just going over, this is a really, really old book. I'm not even sure what's in this book. Eventually everything, see the flower in the Star of David? See when we go 1, 2, 3, I should be putting 2 circles here, but instead of putting 2 circles here, I overlap the circle. Do you see the open part over here, the M, and the open part over here, the M? Here's my, how can I say it? This is your percentage key. You see the angle, what it's showing, how it's connecting in between here, these two, the I between these two. Now, I'm not really saying too much. I don't want to say too much. I should just be quiet, how they all overlap. And I know I'm going on and on and on with this video. So let me see what's in this book. There's the N and Z for New Zealand. Tied up space and time. If I fold all these in, I'm going to have open corners. Do you ever see how things are folded, right? When you fold, hold on a second. Can you see? Okay, you can't see what's going on right now. Okay, so hold on. Okay, now I just cut this piece of paper up. Looks like the letter D, looks like the letter B. I'm trying to hold my phone as I do the same thing. When you open it up, okay, the inside of this will create the cross, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to fold it. When it's folded, the corners come together, right? When it's folded, the corners come together, right? But when it's open, we now have open corners. Now there's many ways to look at this, and I want to end this video at 17 minutes. 1, 3, 7, and 9. When it's folded, 2, 4, 6, 8 come together. Actually, it's 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6, and 8, 8. Why? Because it doesn't have a single dot in the center, because it's very large. So now you have no more 1, 3, 7, 9. 1, 3, 7, 9 is now outside the world we're in. Anyways, Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. I've got books and tubes and books and designs and art from understandings of relationships, of how things are made. Thank you for watching this video.